I draw this straight line. And on top here I draw one vertical straight line. Then the sleeve length. What's the sleeve length? 25. Let me check. For the sleeve, draw one straight line here. This one straight line. Then with this one straight line, also go ahead and square across a straight line on top of my pattern paper. From this line here, I now measure downwards. Sleeve length is 25 inches. Here is 25 inches. I square 25 inches here. And I draw this line. This line shouldn't confuse you. This line is not part of our. This line is not part of my working lines. This line. This one. Then from below here, I mark my sleeve length. My sleeve seam allowance of 1.5. 1.5. That's my sleeve length. Then still from this point, I mark downwards chest divide by 36. I mean it's chest divide by 6.
4.9. 4.9.
That's the belly. Chest divided by, giving me 6 inches. Here I mark 6 inches. I mark 6 inches. Then I square a straight line in this format. Then from here I measure this distance. I divide it by 2. I get the midpoint. From this midpoint I mark upwards 1.5. And then now I square this line. I square this line in this format. Then from here I mark upwards 1.5. 1.5. Also I square this line. From here I mark downwards 24 divided by 16, 2.2. So I mark 2.25. Here I mark 2.25. Then I square this line. I square this line. Then here now I come and measure chest divided by 4, giving me 9.25. 125. So here is 9.125. I mark it down here. 9.25. Then I square this line, and this format, in this format. Then here I mark inwards 0.5, I square this in this format. I square it in this format. Then from this line I mark inwards chest measurement divide by 6. Chest measurement divide by 6, giving me 6 inches. I mark here 6 inches. Then here I come to this point, I divide it by 2, I get the midpoint. Then I square this midpoint to down. I square this point to down. What did I do here? This one, no. Then I come to this point, I mark inwards chest measurement divide by, it should be from here into the other side. Here I mark slightly 1.3 inches. I mark here slightly 1 inch. I mark here inwards slightly 0.5 inches. Then I connect this in this way. Then from this point I mark inwards chest divide by 6. Chest divide by 6, giving me 6 inches. I mark 6 inches here. Then now it is this one that you are supposed to create. Not this one. You're supposed to create this one. Not this one. And then at this position we are marking inwards 0.5. 0.5. Then we connect it in this format. Here we connect it back. Here we connect back in this way. Then after I come to this point, I connect it to this point like this. Then this line I connect it to this point, this way. Then here I divide this by 2. I get this point. Here I mark upwards 0.5. Here I mark slightly 0.75. Here like this. Then using my free hand, I now connect these points in this way. And I come to this point, I mark inwards, outwards, I mark 1, let me mark 1 inch. I mark 1 inch. Then now I connect it in this way. Then here also I mark inwards 1 inch. Here also I mark inwards 1 inch. Then I create this. This. Then I go ahead and mark out the small sleeve. For the small sleeve, I come here, I mark 0.75, here 0.75, here 0.75, and still then I come here still, I mark inwards 0.75, from here I mark 0.75, from here I mark 0.75. Then still I connect it in this way. Then at this point I mark 0.5 inches. Here I mark 0.75. Then this distance I divide it by 2. I now come in this point. So this is my small sleeve. Then on the slant, the lines are very many now. On the slant, I come to this position. I mark 0.5 this line. Then still I come to this line. I mark 0.5 inches down. Then now I connect it in this way. Then still I shift my hem allowance. Here my hem allowance of 1.5 inches. Still I shift it also in this way. Then now the last thing is to trim out the big sleeve. This format. is it, the big sleeve. We have 2 pieces. Then now we go ahead and trace out the small sleeve from the big sleeve. So for the small sleeve, we still go ahead and trace it out in this format. I'll put it in the middle. So the small sleeve, if you can see, these are traces of the small sleeve. These are traces of the small sleeve. Traces of the small sleeve. So that is it. So this is the main sleeve, and this is the smaller sleeve. This is the smaller sleeve. This is the side panel. We are done. Okay. See you in the grinding and the ironing part. Our wrap up. This is your coat.